Come on, Rangers! Come on, Rangers!
Missed the whole game.
Dorking's season was starting to look up. A win over relegation rivals Torquay was followed by a strong performance at Wrexham. A loss to Boreham Wood and a goalless draw with Halifax followed. If Dorking want to give themselves a chance of defying the odds and surviving in the National League, as one of the only part-time teams no less, they're going to have to get results very soon. The visit of playoff hopefuls Barnet might not seem a likely place to start, but a 1-0 win in the reverse fixture several months earlier gives everybody at Meadowbank a sense that maybe a win here could set up a strong final quarter to the season. Dorking's improved defence, thanks in part to the signings of George Frankham and Tony Craig, is giving Marc White's team a platform on which to build. Even still, overcoming Barnet will not be easy, particularly with Coach Beard's son and former Wanderer Sam Beard giving Barnet the inside track on what to expect tonight. As far as Marc is concerned, it's going to be a hard-fought game, no matter what the score.
This is going to be an absolute fucking slugfest against these, I'm telling you. We beat them 1-0 at their place, comfortably, when they was top 5. Clean sheet, 1-0. We was comfortable. You had a great game, Ox, that night, right? I like Dean Brennan, the gaffer. They are punching well above their weight. You've got to credit him, because he gets 12 out of 10 from every fucking player. So they're going to play on octane. They beat Southend, but just ground and pound. Southend had a 20-minute great start, and they just kept at them. Long ball. Harry Smith, bang, the other fella, right? So it is going to be a fucking physical, tough game, but I actually think we are going to be bigger than them, and I think we can out-battle them all over the park, yeah? This is a fucking game at home we massively can and will win. If we don't, I'll be amazed if we don't finish in a 4-3-3 of some description, or 4-4-2, because Nicky's playing, he's not fully fit, and we have no substitutes at all that are natural wingers. So we're going to have to finish the game with probably people out of position in high areas, but that's okay. The plan is, whilst Nicky's out there, to give him the 2 big targets. That's the bottom line. But this starting 11 can either be a 3-5-2 or a 4-4-2, okay? Harry Smith, 6'6", good pace, physical, really good around the box. He's a Football League player, got to be fair to him. Little lad called Canoe, either left or right, and the other one, Kabamba, who was the top scorer until Harry came in. And all they do, no matter what formation they play, they are bombing the ball back to front, literally back to front. 20th in the league for completed passes, because everything is back to front. If we think it's a 4-3-3, we will definitely play a back 4, definitely. So stay with me. We'll defo play a back 4, which gives us an overload, okay? We will play 4-4-2. So we're going to give them their overload in midfield, and we're going to ask Harry or Jason to make sure off the ball we do that bloke, but on the ball we ain't bothered about him. This lot can't defend crosses, I'll tell you that now. Your job tonight, boys, is to put the fucking ball in for these two, because they're proper strikers that score fucking headers, right? Not these fannies that are tall that never score headers, right? You put the ball in the box. That's, no matter how we play tonight, whilst they're out there and whilst you're out there, you play high, Nicky, and get balls in the fucking box. If we fucking don't start the game like we fucking mean it, they'll be fucking one up this mob. I'll make no mistake. And if all else fails and formations go out the fucking window, we'll do what we've done Halifax second half. We'll win the fucking battle and we'll win the game. All right? Good stuff. Only conceded 1 goal in 2 games. I mean, that's definitely the best all season, isn't it? Let's face it. Look, you can tell we're going the right direction. We're really struggling tonight. We've got 1.5 wingers, literally. You know, what I would say is when you've got players in the team like, you know, Tony Craig and Jason Pryor and Josh Taylor, Harry Ottaway, you've got a lot of boys that want to win games of football, and that rubs off on the rest. And like anything in life, if the majority fancy it, they take the minority with them. This is going to be every bit as typical Wanderers shit show as normal. If somebody gets injured that weren't already injured, we're bang in trouble. We're going to see Dino going on.
I mean, I must admit, this time last year, I didn't see us challenging for the Football League for a few years.
I thought we'd
be comfortable in mid-table, to be honest. 2 or 3 years of crap, but this year I really fancy we do okay.
So last couple of years, been a bit dodgy, I'm not going to lie. We've been kind of flirting with the relegation zone and COVID kind of helped us stay up in a way with the points per game. That was kind of handy.
We're trying to catch Woking in third, get that playoff bye. Where we had the, how many points clear? I think we're about 6 or 7 points clear at one stage. The teams underneath us have now started to catch us up.
We are having a season that we didn't expect. We should have got relegated if it wasn't for COVID, but we're 4th in the league. I would have bit your hand off if you told me we'd be 4th in March. And on Saturday, we got a quarter-final at Maidstone to get ourselves 90 minutes away from Wembley. So
Harry Smith coming in, we've gone a little bit more direct because now we've got a big man in the middle. It makes it a little bit more easier to go for that.
The style's changed a little bit, but the main ethos is to outrun everyone, get the ball quickly down the other end.
We defend well, we attack well. I think I'm right in saying we're the 3rd highest scorers in the league behind Wrexham and Notts County.
we play long ball sometimes, but we also got players who can put it down in the middle and ping it about. It's going to be difficult today because we're on 4G, but we have got 4G at the Hive where we've been training. So,
of course, it's 3G, so or 4G, whatever it is now, maybe 5G. But we have got the luxury at our place of training on these sort of pitches, so presumably we've been training on it all week.
Gonna need a fucking fast start here, boys.
Those guys from that pitch side YouTube channel.
Oh yeah, yeah. You right, boys? No, mate.
How you
doing, mate? You all right?
He's put his hat on for you tonight,
These fucking beautiful eyes again.
Obviously he remembers
It's unbelievable, mate, yeah.
He remembers the hair.
I've actually wore a hat after you told me to go to Departure Lounge.
No, your hair's like mine in the departure lounge, yeah.
See,
Yeah.
you were going to say a little chirp back to him today, weren't you?
No, I don't have the balls for it.
No, fucking hell.
All these straight away.
Well, I've worn everything superstitious possible, mate.
He was just telling us, I don't know if he'll torture because he's really superstitious.
Yeah, mate, fucking like literally, mate. That's everything I wore that day, the whole fucking thing, mate. If it's fucking 90 degrees heat, I'll wear a hat, fucking duffel coat, the lot.
Yeah, but you were nearly bang on last time, so we want to know what you think tonight.
Oh, do you know what, mate? 2-1 us, Wanderers.
I'll tell you what, I'll get you a point after if that comes in.
Get it on, yeah.
Cheers, Marc,
Cheers,
appreciate
boys.
you.
Cheers,
Thank
mate.
you. Thank
Cheers,
you.
mate. Loads of info, Joe. Great warm-up there, mate. I can't get another booking, by the way. Well, I've got a 2-match ban, I've got to be careful. Don't let me get a booking. If I've done that, all right. Yeah, whatever. Bobby, you got the winner up there, place, Bob. Don't forget, mate. They'll remember that, Bob.
Come on, boys.
Another big game from you, Bobby Joe. These evening games down here, Bobby, you're good, mate, every fucking time. Every time, son. No fucking passengers. Not one fucking passenger. Nicky, run the winger or the full-back away from you, because you need to be getting the ball in higher areas. If you're not getting it in high areas, mate, you're kind of redundant. Try and get it in high areas, mate. Right, and you're aiming, don't think you ain't played, right? So when you get a chance to chop it in the box, fucking chop it, mate. Don't muck about. If someone gets the ball last third, we put in fucking challenges. Hard challenges. If your mate gets it, you tell him to put one in. If you double up, you put one in. I don't want them wandering with the ball. I don't want fucking, if they're 4-3-3, I don't want them fucking walking with the ball. Fast fucking start. Can we force a throw early, Bells? Can we get the fucking ball in the box? Those attacking it in the box, let's take the fucking keeper in the fucking net, the centre half in the fucking net. I'm talking proper physical one. Okay, come on. Yeah. I was just thinking that earlier as well. Did she? Good luck, Dino. Oh, there you go. I don't get involved these days. Don't get involved these days. That works. If I get one more yellow, I get a 2-game ban, so I've got to be careful. Yeah.
So he's coming this way, Carini, so he's going to be left wing, I think.
That's on top of the other fucking 8.
What's that mean?
4-3-3.
Yeah.
Beattie thinks he's spotted evidence of a 4-3-3 formation for Barnet, and that would directly affect how Marc approaches the game, although the Dorking boss wants to frustrate his opposite number to such an extent that he decides to switch things around. Regardless of systems, Barnet will probably hit a lot of long balls, and that's something Ed Harris is an expert at dealing with. As long as he's in the defence, Dorking should be able to head the ball clear.
Fucking hell!
That's a fucking...
You fucking wind me
fucking
up!
shit house, mate.
Dino, mate. Dino, mate. He's nowhere near the ball.
Can you hear me? Do you know where you are?
Yeah.
Where are you, Eds? Eds, where are you?
Dorking.
Do you know what the score is?
No.
That is, if you think that's accidental, mate, you might as well pack it in. You might as well pack it in, mate. Literally, that's why he's on the fucking deck still.
Drop him off.
Izzy, make sure you...
Ed Harris has taken more hits to the head this season than that time that Michael Bean tried to kill him and blow up a nuclear warhead. And while he wants to come back on, Marc and Physio Izzy are taking the decision out of his hands.
No, if you're not sure, we're going to do it now. Do it now. I'm going to do it now, Ed. I'm going to do it now, mate, OK? All right, so let's go. Sub. Wait. Line out. Linesman. Where's the fault? Salt, mate. Do a sub.
You're not ready yet, he's not ready yet.
He's here.
They're doing that, it's not ready.
He's here, he's ready.
We're doing it now.
No, actually,
He's ready.
He's not ready.
He's ready.
He's not ready.
Wait, Bobby!
What else do you need
We're
to
doing
do?
a sub.
Guys, come on. Fuck's sake.
You could have easily just waited for that sub.
No, you can't though, because he's not
Yes,
ready.
please. Yes, please.
You're ready now. You want
What do you want him to do, mate?
The game has barely gone a few seconds without the whistle going for something or other, and the challenge on Ed, not leading to a red or at least a yellow card, has riled the Dorking bench.
Accidental, mate, honestly. 30 miles an hour fucking flattens him. Knocks him out, 30 mile an hour.
As the game begins to open up, Dorking take control of the ball, with Dan Lincoln dropping it into either Ottaway or Pryor, as per Marc's pre-match instructions.
George! Josh! Jason! Jace! Do it now! Now! Get there! Get there! Deliver! And ball!
It takes a while, but Barnet do eventually create the first chance of the match when Sam Beard clips the ball into Nicky Kabamba and he guides a header goalwards. Marvin Armstrong strong arms Dan Lincoln over the line, but the referee gives neither foul nor goal.
Shallow! Shallow! Foot in!
Having soaked up Dorking's early attacks, Barnet are responding by tossing the ball into the Wanderers' box.
Foot in! Foot in! Put a foot in! Isaac! Fucking hell! Fucking shit, man! Don't defend me! Fuck me!
The last chance was an apparent test run, as this time Idris Kanu picks out Harry Smith and the striker nods past Dan Lincoln to give the visitors the lead.
Isaac! Engage the man!
Dorking usually respond well to going behind, and that's what happens here as they head straight up the pitch to put the ball across the Barnet 6-yard box.
What fucking chance you got, mate? We talk all the time about just engaging players and putting a foot in. They literally, do you know what I mean? We've conceded about 30 goals like that. Literally. 30, literally non-contact.
Marc's concerned about the defending, so it's probably just as well that Dorking are focusing on what they do far better. Bobby Joe's doing well to find space to run into, and the midfielders are filling the box.
Well done, Bobby. Well done, son. Defensively, any tight areas, just help the ball on. Help it on. Help it on. Don't fuck about. Help it on. Okay? Keep turning the ball when you need to, and then playing when you can. Play when you can, turn when you need to. Okay? Next go, easy.
It's fair to say the referee hasn't pleased the home bench, and with Marc knowing that he can't afford to get booked lest he get a touchline ban, he's going to have to keep his cool should the ref make any more contentious decisions.
Fuck off! Come on! He got up and laughed at you! I'm saying nothing, mate.
Listen, just a
He
quick
did
word.
laugh. Did he laugh?
You've got an opinion, I've got an opinion. Doesn't really matter, but if you step out of line and you get it on my radio,
I won't do it again.
I've got nowhere to go
Did he
with it.
laugh
All
at
right?
him?
It's as simple as that. That's
Yeah, but you come charging at me.
Okay, I don't mind. Okay.
Dorking's lack of available wide men means that Nick Wheeler has been rushed back to help out on the flanks, and he's been instructed to whip it into the box as much as possible while his legs are still working.
All over them. Yeah. All we've got to do is defend these bits in one. All these bits in one. Foot, head, whatever. Good, Bobby! You're in us! Bobby, get round him! Save that.
Bobby, good! Just Taylor!
Bobby Joe's right-footed drive looks to be destined inside the near post, but goalkeeper Laurie Walker reacts to smartly tip over.
Deliver! Deliver! This side! This side! Overload this side!
Dorking are getting on pattern, and Barnet are struggling to stop them from spreading the ball about.
Keep playing, good! Isaac, come here! Isaac, come here! This side! Open out, eyes! Open out, eyes! Run him, run him! Good! Travel, Tone! Travel! Isaac, let Tony know you've got an overload.
George Frankham slips the ball into space where Josh Taylor picks it up. He briefly stops to consider how handsome he is before slotting the ball into the back of the net. Gotta hate Josh Taylor.
He's done what we said now, he's changed. He's changed to 3-5-2, so you've got an extra man. No, you've got the extra man at the back, or if he presses it, George was.
He won't want to come with me.
Exactly, yeah. Well done, lads! Next goal! Get the next goal!
There's not much time for Dorking to get the next goal, but there is just enough time for Joe Cook to get booked and for Bobby to get bollocked.
Bobby, stop moaning, get on with it. Bobby, you've kicked it off the pitch. Bobby, he's gonna moan, you kicked it off the fucking pitch. Come on, man. Fucking hell. Actually, has to be dangerous play, mate. It doesn't have to be intentional to be dangerous foul play.
Yeah, I agree with you. But that was purely accidental. Both players running into each other.
He was stationary, our man.
He was going for the ball.
No.
I hate your frustration,
Mate,
but that is not.
Actually, all I'm saying is, mate, when you see it back, I promise you'll realise he's charged him.
Mark.
It's dangerous foul play, mate.
Yeah, I'll be on the phone.
I know you will.
The usual, yeah?
Yeah, T on the way up, mate, yeah. How the keeper's fucking saved that, I'll never know. The game plan has been fucking perfect to the point where I told you we'd change it. So he's now changed it, and he's now given us an overload in our favourite formation. Perfect. Couple of key things in this game. The game now is obviously around the edges. That's where the goal came from. Brilliant play. They committed one, so then Jules was 3v2, bosh, that's where the goal come from. Easy money, like shelling peas. So now our pattern going towards our fans is going to give them a bit of bother. So a couple of things. We've got to watch out for the little fouls. Little fouls, okay? They're a dead ball team, but we've done really well, defended them really well, the dead balls. I think you've had a fucking great half, Nicky, bearing in mind you're injured, mate. I don't want to keep going long when we've got the overload, but equally I don't want to stop what's working. And it's a matter of time, literally. And no matter what happens here tonight, right, all I give a fuck about here tonight is the performances. I love performances. I love good performance. I love teams that play football. We fucking dominated them. Right? That don't entitle us to fuck all. They might come out 5-1 winners, right? Little margins. We don't want to give away a margin, boys. We want to go 2-3-4. Why don't we beat this 4-1 down there? Piece of piss. Okay? All right, good half. And now we just got to do that in front of the fans, okay? All right, come on. Actually, he's in hospital, mate. He's in hospital. When you see that back, you are going to say, Mark, I must admit, mate, he was standing still, winning a static header. Can I just say? Yeah. He was winning a static header, and he charged him. It's a straight red.
Who won the header, Mark?
It's dangerous play. You're not allowed to do that. It's dangerous play.
Mark, I'm really sorry he's in the hospital. All right, I'm really sorry that's the case.
Are you telling me you're allowed to go through a player?
I'm telling you, the way I saw him was he made a fair challenge. And
get Beard sent off. Pack it in, lads. You lot are safe, for fuck's sake. Seeger and Fuller need to be ready for about 10 minutes.
We just don't like orange kits very much. Quite like the black detail down the side and the way that flips to orange on the black shorts. We're okay with that. And maybe there's some sort of bee thing, a bee's orange, I don't know, I'm colourblind. In fact, it's probably worth confessing that I'm colourblind. Fortunately, if I went to fcfootballkit.com and said, hey, fcfootballkit.com, could you make me a kit that looks really good and colourful because I'm colourblind? They'd be like, yeah, no problem, narrator guy, we've got you covered. Toward the end of the first half, Barnet switched to a 3-5-2 formation, as Marc hoped they would. So now he wants to make sure that nothing's changed shape-wise.
Just check that changed.
The first half started with an injury to Ed Harris's head, and the second isn't much different, as another Dorking defender has dealt a literal cruel blow to the face.
You alright? You got a headache? Yeah. Do you know who you are?
Yeah.
What's the score?
1-1. That's not concussion. I think I might break my nose there.
Yeah, you got blood on your face. Okay, sit up for me nice and slowly. You're going to come off for a second. He's got a blood injury, so he's going to come off for a second.
Barry's going to have to get changed.
Does your nose hurt in there? Yeah.
Baz, these are overloads now, these ones, yeah? Obviously defend first, but in possession we're off and gone. And we're happy to put the ball in a few areas today as well. What about a shirt? We got a spare shirt? Huh? Fuck me, Mitch. Oh my God.
With Mitch fetching the spare shirts from the dressing room, someone else will have to take care of the sub form that needs to be handed to the fourth official should Joe Cook have to come off.
I think it's broke, Joe.
I think it might be.
Yeah, it's gone. You have to come off, Joe. You're going to fuck it. You're breathing a fuck it. You're breathing a fuck it. Bags are going on. Sub, please. We haven't got any. He's gone round there, mate. That's why I get a blood shirt.
Wait.
Hey, we're here. We've got it here. We've got it here.
Okay, that's fine. I'm saying I don't have a...
Woo! Wanderers have had a promising start to the half, with Barnet's system suiting Bobby Joe and Nick in particular.
Well done, Nicky. Well done, Nicky. Well done, son. Well done, boys.
Dorking's decent start in the first half didn't pay off, but this time Barnet aren't able to counter, so Dorking keep them pinned back, and that will eventually allow for a shot on goal.
Deliver! Shoot!
He's loving that, George. That's an assist, by the way. Give him a shout at.
Franken picks the ball up 20 yards from goal, and after a neat touch on his right foot, dips the ball over Laurie Walker's head with a left-footed drive.
They're changing it again, Kurt. They're changing it. John! Fucking love that! Love that, son!
Baz! 4-4-2. 4-4-2.
Don't direct!
Tony! Tony! Direct! Direct! Direct!
Yeah, we know.
Yes! Yes!
Marc has switched to a back four in order to get the defensive overload as his cat and mouse formation game with opposite number Dean Brennan continues.
How many subs you done? Macca, do you feel all right? You feel 100% fine, yeah? We want to win this game, yeah? Get warmed up, going on.
Where are you putting him?
It's going to be for Ots. We're going to go 4-5-1, so just have a think about who we want full back. Do we go Baz right and put George here? Listen to me, we're going 4-5-1, so you now press the full back. You press the full back, okay? You press, Jason, Ots, go over there, coming off, go over there, coming off. You, yeah, listen, it's going to be 4-5-1. So you just occupy centre halves, Nicky and Bobby press these full backs, okay? And then we'll just have 3v2 in midfield with Macca. Okay, boys?
Marc has a degree of confidence in his defence that just wasn't there 2 months ago. So even though a 4-5-1 formation will invite pressure, this is a backline that should be able to deal with whatever Barnet throw at it.
Chase, slow the game right down. It goes! Go on, Chase, occupy! Bobby! Macca, step in! Macca, step in! Moro!
Boys, don't let him bring it down!
No, he's sat off him, isn't he? Where's that bit there? What a goal, George Frankham. That's a good goal to win the game. We'll have that. Come on. 20 minutes, boys. Hey, come on, son. Fucking ring up Whispers. Get the fucking Belvedere out.
Nicky, stay here. Nicky, switch on.
Fucking hell, not many.
That Barnet are having nearly all of the possession shows a maturity in how Dorking are playing compared to the start of the season. Barnet's inability to create a half-decent chance also shows that Dorking's ability to defend has vastly improved.
He won't run you, good boy!
Get right up! Really, get us right up the fucking pitch!
So, get us halfway line!
That's a booking.
Halfway line!
That's a booking. We've got us the midfielders we've got to pick up, Beardy. These boys, it's the midfielders, they've got to pick up man for man. Get the 7, get them picked up.
Let's man for man! Nicky! Push on this one, 7! Nicky, 7! Nicky, get in!
Get us right up! Get us right up!
The game has all but fizzled out, at least until injury time. Barnet are now fully committed to finding an equaliser, and Dorking have their backs firmly against the wall.
Come on, Marc in! No crossing!
Corner!
Get up! Corners, boys!
Shake! Get up! Ajay! We're done!
7!
We're done!
Nicky, deal with it. How long, mate? 20 minutes.
Nick Wheeler was only supposed to play for an hour, but the winger's still working hard deep into injury time.
No crosses! 2v1 here! Brilliant, Nicky! Oh, Nicky's fucked as well. Nicky, just stay there! Let's stay! Minute to go. Come on!
Get up the pitch. Get up the pitch. Get up the fucking pitch. Get them right up the pitch. Fall for it. It weren't fucking 6 minutes anyway. It weren't fucking 6 anyway. First half was 4 minutes for fucking. He was down 4.
20 seconds. That's it! Yes!
Cheers, Dino, mate.
Cheers,
Cheers,
mate.
mate. Cheers, mate.
Cheers, mate. How you doing? Buddy, all right, then? Good. Come on. Thanks a lot. Cheers. Cheers, Tom. Come on.
Well done, Nicky, mate.
Fucking brilliant, Nicky.
Well done, mate. Fucking brilliant, mate.
Fucking brilliant. Thank you.
I knew it'd happen soon. I'm going out. I'm going out. Fucking hell, that's it. Well, Nicky, superb, mate, of an injury that is. Drunken noses. What a coach, George. Did you even say strike? Because I literally just shout strike. Go on! Well done, mate.
Love it, boys. Fucking what a shift.
Dan, really good, mate. Really good again, mate. You're in form, mate. You are. You're in fucking form. Well done. Don't run away with that comment. Right, boys. Listen, we're all in. Yeah, we do deserve to be happy with that, boys, because you know we've got enough wrong between us. Constructively, a couple of things, just that little bit of fucking, I called it again, can't, you know, there are players, a bit of quality here, you have to just make sure you press them, do your bit, right? Listen, to be fair, boys, you know, we do work hard, I know we have a lot of fun, but we do know what we're talking about, and we called it spot on in terms of how they play, and then we sat in and got the wins. It's textbook, really. And when we was trying to win the game, it was all us, to be fair, mate. And that first goal's obviously given them something to fucking play for. But that first half is fucking as dominant as you'll get at that first half, to be quite fair with you, right? So I'm just over the moon, boys. That's what it's about, yeah? That is what it's fucking about. And that fucking desire, because that's the one thing that's the one thing you can't buy, do you know what I'm saying? Your skill will always vary, do you know what I'm saying? But your fucking will to win, desire, driving others on around you, that's the bit that gets you over the line sometimes. Because I called it 2-1 as well. I told the fucking blokes 2-1. So listen, but well done to you lot. You did a really good shift. I thought you adjusted to the shape really well. You knew when to use the overload. You knew when to go long. I thought your kicking down was excellent. And we're on the fucking upward trajectory, I'm telling you. I ain't fucking saying it for no reason. I called it Bournemouth. And sometimes, I remember the year we won the league by 25 points, right? We won it by 25 points. Some of you were there. We went to fucking Whitehawk, right? And they were bottom of the fucking league. We drew 1-1. And we fucking popped them off the park. And I remember saying, yeah, that's us back. That's where we are now. And won up by 25 points. Never lost another game all season. You know, that's, you know, so you have to build performances, then get rewards. That's how it works. You don't always get the rewards straight away. We've had some good performances. Now we can fucking enjoy the TV game Saturday. I'm fucking over the moon with you. Well done. Bit annoying that fucking Yeovil won, isn't it? Yeah. But at the end of the day, don't worry about that, because it don't matter. You've got to compete against yourselves, exactly that, mate. And I think York won as well, fuck me. Yeah, good.
Performances are better, aren't they?
And I told them, the bloke the nice size, I said to you, I told him 2-1. He said, what? I said 2-1, mate, that's what it'll be. Got lovely eyes, beautiful. But listen, anybody, any comments, Beardy, anything constructive?
We did what we had to win, it was fucking, we've done brilliant, mate.
Carl?
Everything said.
No, just really good result, great to get a fucking win in it. And I think every week we're looking a lot better defensively. It's great to see at the end with people throwing their bodies on the fucking line.
You know, we're able to fucking go direct with a bit of purpose. Mix it up. And Adji said those collision came together.
He didn't even look at the ball once, that Marc.
So actually, it's a static header. Actually, he weren't moving an inch.
It's like an NFL tackle, wasn't it? Sacking the ball back.
It is a straight red in any. I'm going to go and see Adrian now. It's a straight red.
Third minute
and when
as
he
well,
watches that back, he jobs to protect the players, and he didn't. And not any one of that 4 protected him. I'm going to tell him now. Actually, I'm annoyed. See you in a bit. Well done,
quality boys.
I won't. Yeah, top 5 team. We've done the double over them. We've got a much needed win. The performances have been building. It's a long time between games when you don't get just reward for your efforts. We've had more bad luck than shake a stick at. Tonight, Ed Harris gets literally poleaxed after 2 minutes. More bad luck. Joe Cook breaks his nose, more bad luck. But there's a resolute feel about the team, isn't there? Much more resolute. Boys that real Wanderers sort of spirit out there. Some of these new boys we brought in, fantastic. Do you know what I mean? To see the way they approach the game. But yeah, I think best of all, we were quite dominant, especially first half, very dominant. So that's the most pleasing thing.
You fought through the pain barrier there, I'm guessing, emotionally. Like, I bet you weren't expected to do 90 tonight.
No, I definitely wasn't told I was doing 90, but to be honest, I felt all right. So yeah, it wasn't. It was easy. It was fine. So no issues. It was.
Yeah, but what was going on at the end? Because you looked a little limpy to me.
No, to be honest, it's I've done my medial, grade 1 medial, but I was due to get an injection yesterday to obviously get rid of the pain, hopefully. But I think with all the injuries we've had, he asked me just to see if I can get through it, and I said obviously I'll give it a go. But just near the end, it was more cramped than anything. I think it was just the actual been out for like a month or so, and it's just been it was a case of just cramping. But my actual knee felt fine. As soon as my adrenaline kicked in, I didn't really feel anything. So happy about that.
That moment must have felt like you've arrived at this club.
Yeah, I think so. Obviously, I came in. We had the back-to-back Aldershot games, which were disappointing. Then we managed to get the home win here against Torquay, which was a really good night. Obviously I got injured, which was the sour point for me, but as long as we got the 3 points, and I felt like I might have been out for maybe 3 or 4 weeks at that point, the way it felt, but I've made a quick recovery, thankfully. A little bit ahead of schedule. Obviously me and the gaffer was talking about it, whether I could play tonight or not. I was taking a little bit of a risk, but I felt good. So yeah, he decided to put me in, and luckily it worked out.
I turned to my friend and said, they've switched to 3-5-2. That's a dream for Marc. He wants them to make that mistake.
Yeah.
And like, was that what you were thinking at the time?
Well, to be fair, we called it. I said before the game, we wanted to batter them so much that we forced them into changing their formation, so we could then play the way we wanted to play, but with an overload. To be honest, we got it tactically spot on, and it's nice when that happens. We did get it spot on, start to finish. To be honest, literally. And it's nice when it happens, because there's plenty of weeks when you don't get it spot on. So yeah, I thought that was good. A good all-round effort.
Feels like performances have been getting better recently. I really agreed with what Marc said at the end there. Performances have been improving, and now it kind of feels like the results are joining it.
Yeah, exactly. Look, it is a total different league. This league, it's a hard league, and we are obviously part-time. And I think we had a good start, and I think that's where teams weren't getting used to how we play. But obviously now these people are in training, they're watching your videos, seeing exactly how you play, setting up, hard against you, what to do. But we're figuring that out as well, and we're changing a little bit of how we're playing, and making sure we're not losing the ball in silly areas, trying to play our normal football. Sometimes we're realising at this level it's got to go, and I think we're adapting, and as you say, people are just getting a bit more confident.
But yeah, I'm just sort of like bedding myself in, not really like sort of imposing myself too much. Like, vocally, I don't think, as what I'd previously been in my role as captain at Crawley, obviously. So I'm just sort of like trying. I'm not one that's going to come in and sort of. I'm pretty introvert. So, but yeah, I think Tony, obviously, he's more experienced than me. He had a great career. I think he's very vocal straight away in the change room, and I think that rubs off on the rest of the lads, especially. I'm just trying to come in and do my job on the pitch, and if I just want to help the team get 3 points at the end of the day.
We've just got to be careful that we don't start risking boys in games where we might be second favourites, because I think we've got the week off, first time in 3 weeks, so we've got a chance to get boys back. And with the boys we've got back in the side now, George and Tony, Pryor, Harry playing really well, Josh Taylor back in the side. When you get the likes of Briggs back in and a fit Nicky, the whole landscape changes, because You're not just sort of 60% good, you're sort of 90% good. We want to just get some security, tell everyone to fuck off that thought we might go down, and tell them we've stayed in the division, which is what the aim was, and get ready for next year.
Okay, so you can hit like and that helps us. You can hit subscribe and that helps you. You can leave a comment, that helps us. You can join Patreon and that helps everybody because then we get to keep making the show. You get extended versions and behind the scenes stuff. Everybody's a winner.